What's up, y'all, and welcome to this episode of the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris, and the lale to my lile to the low is Liquid. Liquid, how you doing this fine afternoon?
Oh, Chris, fan-fucking-tastic. Got a sip of my water here, you know what I'm saying? Got my water going.
It looks a little dark to be water.
It might be a little dirty, who knows? A little spicy water. But, yeah.
Spicy water.
Yeah, a little spicy. I'm good, man. Everything's great. I think we got a really good show going on. I know we're still post E3, so a lot of stuff's not coming out, but kind of is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure we got some Kojima watch going on. You know what I'm saying? Some
Kojima watch.
Yeah, some weird things going on over there. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a few other things as well, but I think for the little that we have to go by, we're going to make it a lot.
Yeah. We're Jenny from the block. We used to have a little, now we have a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, just to go over everything, we're going to talk about Kotaku as a new editor-in-chief. Housemarque sold to PlayStation. Maybe we're going to touch up a little on the Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey!
And then we're gonna talk about Smash. Kazuya being inducted into the roster.
Yes.
Maybe we're gonna add a little spice to the topic too. Who knows? But before we get on all that, I just want to say, make sure you follow us, like, subscribe, go to our Twitch over there. I'm streaming, and most importantly, if you have a single dollar, like the rest of the lot, just give us a buck.
Yeah, look in your pockets right now. Check it out. You might have it right now as we speak. Check it out.
Like, oh,
yeah, oh, what are the odds? Yeah, that's 1 month of content.
So liquid.
Yeah.
Give us a lot.
The lot. Let's go. Yeah, like we said, we had a little. We're gonna make it a lot. Speaking of lot, let's go into the lot.
Oh, my man.
All right. We got Justin Angel Torres.
Woo!
Thank you. Joshua Torres. Thank you.
Woo!
Ani. Thank you. Liz. Thank you so much. Andres. Thank you. Patty Cakes Patrick. Thank you. Oh, you think he gets offended that I call him Patty Cakes? I just started doing that.
I don't think no, Pat don't care.
I think it's cool as fuck, but whatever. We got Nun. Is that her name? How do you pronounce?
No.
Yeah, got her. Thank you. And then the best friend, reigning champion still. Is this like 3 weeks running now?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna break that. Matt.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Thank you.
Matt. You Liquid. Matt.
No, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Matt. I'm saying
you're thanking me.
I'm thinking a lot.
I'm thinking a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Think a lot of you.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Oh, man. Well, getting into our first topic of the day. Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, Liquid hit me with a bombshell before we even started this episode that he thinks Jack Black is overrated. So if you want to tell him he's a freaking idiot, down below, please do.
He's just too much, man. Like, he's the reason why I didn't play Brutal Legend. He's the reason why, like, yeah.
Brutal Legend's a great game.
Like, I've seen his TikToks. I think he's funnier now as an older man than he was back then. I just thought he was stupid. I don't know. Like, I didn't like Nacho Libre. I didn't care for what do you call School of Rock? Is that the one of them? I didn't care for any of that, dude. Jack Black is like, look, I'm sure he's cool as fuck in real life. You know, and he seems like a cool guy. But when I see him on the screen, I'm just like, dude, this is not my comedy. This is not my jam, you know?
Yeah, someone wasn't hugged as a child. I'm just saying it now.
You gotta understand, my comedy is very specific, very particular. The only person that can make me laugh is Liquid. If I watch myself on the screen, I could laugh my fucking ass off.
I bet when you edit these videos, you do be laughing at yourself all the time.
100% I laugh all the time. Dude, to me, I'm the funniest motherfucker ever. Is that a little narcissistic? Who gives a shit? I'm fucking hilarious. I find myself funny. And you know what? If you and most of the time it's me just laughing at myself. And if you can't laugh at yourself, then what are you here for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he brought it home where I was like, man, this guy's a real jerk.
Exactly.
I'm like, all people who are Yankee hats are dumb. By the way, on a side note, before we get into the biz, Liquid, did you see that TikTok? I said you saw the TikTok, right?
Oh yeah. So let's let people know. So the little baby, or the mom dressed the baby up in Red Sox gear. And the dad's apparently a diehard Yankees fan, so he's like, take that shit off. Hilarious, bro. I replied to you. I was just like, now you got to yeet the baby. You got to yeet the baby.
You could just take the shirt off or yeet the child.
Yeet him. Get him out of here.
All right. Well, now getting to our first topic, which is Kotaku has a new editor-in-chief.
Yeah.
Now, Liquid. All right. You have told me that you're, Kotaku. Meh. Tell me, does this do anything for you?
No. That's just really the flat answer is no. It doesn't do anything for me. It's so crazy because I'm like, you know what? I try to stay away from Kotaku. Their articles tend to have a lot of political pieces in them when they're supposed to be video game related, but they tend to always have a political piece within the article. So it's just like, I don't like that. Hell, maybe that's for some people, not for me, not for your boy.
Yeah. I personally, with me, it's this whole thing of, okay, Kotaku, I want to like game journalism.
Yeah.
I really do. It's good. It's great. I like to have thought pieces about it. And Kotaku at the beginning of their career really started it started good, but then they would start these political pieces. They had nothing to do. Very starting to get clickbaity. And you realize it was a slow burn. And then they'll have I think I heard one time. I don't know how true it is. They were how big is Luigi's dick or something crazy that. Bro, they're this kind of chicanery.
Okay.
Would be in their videos. And, what else? And the thing is, also, all the time, they would get tricked on Twitter by people making, just editing something, tagging certain people in it to seem like they're important,
right.
And then to Kotaku without doing any research whatsoever would publish a story.
Got him.
Yep. And I remember for Halo, Halo was the biggest one they got put on full blast for because Microsoft said something, Xbox said something, 343 said something. They were no, it's not true. Kotaku, they didn't name Kotaku, but they basically named Kotaku and being hey, somebody said these things. Yeah. It's not true. We're still on schedule. And everyone, it was just the Halo thing. I remember it being a big deal. We're
what Halo was it for?
Halo Infinite.
Really?
Yeah, this was a month or two after they pushed it back to when it's supposed to come out this year.
Right.
Bro, all they did on Twitter, this is all it took, bro. It took them writing something down, put Joe Statham's name on it, or had a header, because everyone has a special thing. You know how we saw it so many times with CD Projekt Red, the font and the letter, and they would have the same look.
Right.
Well, for 343, they have the same thing when they make announcements, hey guys, we're doing this. And somebody just randomly did it, and they put 343, and they changed the URL just a little bit so that, bro, it went through one person saw it and instantly wrote a story and posted it onto Kotaku.
Wow.
Without doing any research. And it caught traction. It was trending.
That's wild. I haven't seen anything like that. I did I watched actually a video called I think The Demise of Kotaku before today's show, just to catch up, just so I could see where we're at. And oh my god. Talk about a shit show. Jesus Christ. They didn't go into specifics, but it seems like there was a few times where that happened. Like you said, they grabbed a Twitter account, boom, they're just yeah, this is it, guys. I like the idea of Microsoft being yeah, a certain publication, not to be named, rhymes with Shmotaku. I wrote an article, but yeah, dude, apparently, I didn't know this editor-in-chief role has been vacant since February 5th of this year. Months.
Oh, I did not know that either.
Yeah, I'm holy shit. So since February 5th, it's been vacant. The new editor-in-chief named Patricia Hernandez. She apparently was with Kotaku at one point. She ended up moving to, what was it? Oh, I forget. But she's now coming back. That's what it really boils down to. But yeah, and apparently it's not even just the editors. I guess I can't even blame the editors. I don't know if you were going to get into this regarding the Geno Media, the owners themselves of the publication.
Oh, I heard, but well, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. So, bro, they would in they would have these these ads that would play, like auto audio ads. The most annoying ads, those terrible ads where you're just watching something, all of a sudden you get this fucking audio click in, and it's louder than the damn whatever the hell you're reading or looking at, and it just catches you off guard. Yeah, they would put that in without even the editor knowing. And then without the editor knowing, and then when the editor would bitch about it, they would just take down the article. Like, the editors work, and so I'm just it's just like nobody knew what to... Now, granted, I get it. It was Gino Media's the head of Kotaku, by my understanding, and so they went ahead and they wanted Kotaku to write about sports, if I'm not mistaken. Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like Deadspin was one of the original publication that did write about sports. And I guess that got enough traffic where they said everybody should be writing about sports. Kotaku just wanted to write their own thing, their little political pieces. So it's just like, I feel like everybody's a little bit at fault here. You know what I'm saying? The owners in Geno Media, the editors themselves, so it's like there's no really, I feel like it's not even, you can't really point the finger at one specific group. It's like everybody at a whole, nobody just gives a shit about each other.
Yeah, no, it seems they wanted, how can I say this properly? I'm trying to say, it seems like Kotaku I feel like is learning now since this year, and everyone had a chance to consume as much media as they wanted to in the last year because of the panoramic. And if you're not driving the crazy numbers everybody else had, you knew there was a definite problem. And even Kotaku, it was just like, what's going on, guys? What are you doing? And they had these flub pieces, and it's like, I want to go to a place to read about some news sometimes, and have some think pieces about it, because I think ever since I want to say Jason Schreier was there, and if I could be wrong, but I think someone of noteworthy was there, and he left, and he was the last journalism who would at least try to write articles and stuff, not just I like IGN, but I know IGN is not where I'm getting my journalistic pieces from. IGN telling me what game is coming out. They get previews and they play the game. They're part of they're the cog in the machine. It's needed. Yeah. There's a place for it, but you're not getting it. And I thought Kotaku could be it. And hopefully, I'm hoping that the new editor-in-chief, because I've heard her speak on Kind of Funny, and it sounds like she wants to streamline it, make it more of a personality thing, where... Well, because we live in a day and age where it's a content creator. People are watching this video and watching other videos. It's not because of the information that's being said. It's because the connections are being made. Right. And the thing is, Kotaku is just this nebulous meme that people just make fun of.
Yeah. No, I agree. And, what was that, the end of your point, or did you have any more?
No.
Yeah. And just to add on to that, I was seeing even reports from 2008 talking about the fall of Kotaku and shit like that. 2008, bro. We're talking about over 10 years ago.
Around.
Yeah, right? And they were talking about 50% traffic declines and shit like that on their website. And I'm just now granted, I'm not going to pretend that I know what that means. I'm sure it can't be good. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, well that just means, compared to everybody else, I don't know. All I know is that this is what was said, and this is what I have to go by. So,
and it could have been a little overstated, because 2008 is really when the YouTube boom really took place.
Right.
Because that's when IGN, I feel was at the precipice, and Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty, and you had all these people coming to prominence, becoming video game people.
Yeah, the personalities, like you were mentioning earlier. Yeah. Exactly. Like you said, the news, you can digest this news from anywhere. You can listen to anybody, they'll give you the same fucking news. But it's just the people that you want to watch. That's really what it boils down to. That's what differentiates everybody from, everybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I guess the question would be, is it too little too late? Right? I mean, and I'd have to say probably. I never really had any interest in looking into Kotaku, and now that I hear they're getting a new editor-in-chief, I still don't have any interest in looking into Kotaku.
You still don't?
No, not really. I mean, maybe give me a year, if they're around for a year. I mean, it sounds like I would imagine they would be if they survived this long. You know, with this decline, apparently. So, I would say give it a year. Maybe if I start seeing some rumblings of these, quote-unquote personalities, then maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll start checking out some articles. But I just remember the little bit of articles that I have read, and it's just oh my god, it's just left me with such a distaste in my mouth. Like, it's just so gross. Some of the stuff that like you would read and just like, what does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with Spider-Man? What does this have to? You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm always down for a good think piece, and I like it. But the thing with Kotaku at one point, I'm not saying that's how they are now, but I'm saying it just seems like news with an agenda behind it. And I think in all facets of our life, we get too much of that, and we don't want that seeping into our video games.
Right.
Like, the good thing about our community is that, like, we protect our community. Like, we don't want these outside interference. Like, we don't want politics. And I'm like, boo, I just want to play video games. Yeah. I don't want to think about there's a reason why I turn off the console in the first place. And it's not to worry about what's happening in the world right now.
Right.
It's just, like, that's why Animal Crossing freaking blew up.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
People just want to turn off and, man, I got to build this museum.
Yeah. Oh, same here. I was for it. I was like, Animal Crossing had its hooks in me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
But, stuff like that. And I think with the new editor-in-chief, people love a good teardown story. The only thing they like more than that is a good coming-up story. Mm-hmm. So I think Kotaku, with some good thought-out articles, make some good plays, a little goodwill,
mm-hmm.
and could turn it back around. Because I feel like we're starving for game journalism.
Sure.
Like, the closest thing we got to, like, game journalists are leakers. Who are like, hey, I heard this.
Right.
And you're like, why is this random doobie telling me what's going to happen with Starfield? That's what happened with Jeff Grubb. Right now, Jeff Grubb, Cloud9, because he's the one with all the news.
It's wild.
It shouldn't be some well, he writes on, he has, I forgot the name of the thing he writes for.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, it shouldn't be one guy. It should be an organization.
Right. I agree.
And I feel like the space is kind of starved for it, and I think this area of entertainment, which is gaming, is in desperate need of it, because you get people talking about movies and music, Rolling Stone, and extra was the extra, they talk about movies and celebrities all the time. It's like, we can not be like that, but we can have rich dialogue about video games and stuff. That's not just like one dude who's breaking some news. That could be the case.
Right. Could you imagine if video games get to that point where you're getting like that extra news about like developers and stuff like that? Like could you imagine if it gets that far? Cool. Right? Wouldn't it? I was thinking the same thing. I would geek the hell out. Yeah.
Technically it should, because video games make more money
than
movies, TV, and music all together.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, wow, I can't believe it hasn't been done yet. Maybe we need to do that. Idea. Nobody take that.
Yeah, copyright. You can't copyright if you say copyright. Copyright.
Is that how it works? You just gotta say copyright and that's it. You're good.
I did it.
We did it, guys.
Don't do it.
We did it. Oh man.
Matt, I'm talking to you.
I think we're Is that as much as we could squeeze from this orange? Are we done there, or?
More or less, I guess. Kotaku, I want you to succeed. I
don't want people to lose their jobs, even though it seems like that's already happening. But it's just like, I just want them to succeed. Do better. That's really what it comes out. Do better. That's all I ask.
So let's go to I guess the juiciest news thing of the week. Housemarque gets bought by Sony.
Right. So I wanted to ask you about this because it's just like. So I like it. I think it's fine. I think it's a great the acquisition. I think it's fantastic. It's Returnal so far, even though Ratchet & Clank came out, Returnal's technically my game of the year so far still. Yeah, believe it or not. Who would have thought, dude? The game that I was most concerned about, that was this roguelike game. And I've stressed enough how much roguelikes they just don't speak to me. And this game had its hooks in me for so long, and even now I still want to go back to it because I still want to get the platinum trophy. It's just there's still too much random shit, but it's still my game of the year so far, And it's just like Housemarque, they're solid. And then to add on to that, Blue Point, like You know.
Oh, that was accidentally.
Right. But if people notice, so for anyone who doesn't know what happened, let me go ahead and explain it here. So, for those who don't know, there was a screenshot that was sent out that said Housemarque, welcome to the family. That's what we got. Housemarque, the Housemarque logo, and then it said welcome to the family from PlayStation. And then Japan released the wrong image, and instead of Housemarque, it said Bluepoint, welcome to the family. Same exact screen, same exact font, everything was the same except for the image of Housemarque was replaced by Bluepoint. So that leads to tell you, well, either one of two things, in my opinion here. Either one, they were going to pick Housemarque or Bluepoint, and one of them made the cut, one of them didn't, so they had these ready to go. Or maybe they do have both, or they're acquiring both, and they're just ready to fire this out, you know. But I think we would have saw something about Bluepoint by now. Like, it's already been, what, a week now, I think? Or not a week, a few days.
It hasn't been a full week.
Right, it's been a few days, but we haven't heard anything about the Bluepoint part. Just the Housemarque.
I have a couple theories on that.
Oh, please. Bro, hold on. Where's my tinfoil hat? Put that bitch
on.
We
really need tinfoil hats.
I think so, too, dude. I really do. Like... Bro, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna make one for next week, I think, and then whenever theories, rumors, anything, because I gotta throw it on. I'm gonna start doing that shit. We have to.
Anyway, I agree. Anyway, I needed one too. All right, in this conspiracy corner, I think it is probably internally locked down already, Bluepoint. But the thing is, if there's gonna be a state of play, I think they want this one to be a banger, and bringing an extra acquisition in would be that 1-2 punch with the video games that are coming out this fall, or it's happening. I have a couple gears, so I'm going through it.
Bro, okay? Lay it all on me. I want to hear it all.
Okay, so the thing is, I think that might be it. It might be a 1-2 punch, or we're gonna get another thing of for Verizon here, Forbidden West or whatever. The thing is, that game's gonna get delayed.
Okay.
And then they're gonna say it's coming out next year. We've all been through it. We all understand.
Right.
You know, but they but we got this, and I think that's what they might do. Okay. I think it's one of those two things. It's gonna be a 1-2 punch, or it's gonna be in place of the bad news they gotta give you.
Now, to play a little devil's advocate here, I don't really know if it's really playing the little devil's advocate, but like for example, you said that hey, Horizon Zero Dawn. I like that Horizon Forbidden West. Sorry, everybody. It's being delayed, but we have this. So now, what is this though? Is that what Bluepoint? We know it's not Housemarque because they just released the game, I would imagine. But Bluepoint, maybe. What is this? What are you thinking? What's in your head?
I think it's showing an acquisition and obviously talking about the green box in the room, which is Xbox, how Xbox is not so shy about their acquisition, leading me into my other point if we want to get into the whole bag of potatoes liquid.
Yes, no, absolutely. I really want to get into this because I'm ready to go off.
Fuckboy Jim Ryan.
Fucking idiot.
Or, yeah, Jim Ryan, did I say his name right this time?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay. He said on a podcast or something that's like, no, we're not in an arms race to get studios. We're not Xbox. And I'm like, oh, we're not another console or Microsoft. He said something to that. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're full of shit. Because we got Facebook buying a bunch of VR stuff,
right?
And then we have you just buying potentially up to 2 new studios, and Microsoft, the only person, my boy Philly, knows the deal. He's like, yeah, I want to buy things so we have more games on Game Pass. Don't you like games? I like games.
Crazy concept. What a crazy fucking concept.
Yeah. Just tell me. Just tell me.
Right.
And it's like it's just Sony stank all over it. I just think I think PlayStation for some reason just gave up the handheld market completely. Because I think we're seeing the beginning of Sony's arrogance, unless they, I want to say that we've been through a couple rise and falls. I'm going to take you through my walking point. Yeah. PlayStation, the rise of PlayStation 2, the drop into it. It took an entire console for it to come back up. We've seen 360 or Xbox kind of like mutter through, but they had Halo keeping that whole damn ship alive until 360, then the up of 360, then the down with the Xbox One, and now they're back up. We've seen ebbs and flow in the gaming market, but usually it takes a console generation, and PlayStation right now has people are buying consoles out the wazoo. These two companies can't make consoles fast enough.
Right.
And I just feel like they're giving up ground where they don't have to. Like they say openly where they're not competing with Game Pass. Then they say they don't want to do the handheld thing anymore. While Nintendo's over there dominating that market, Xbox with xCloud being the only thing that challenges it. And I'm like, what's happening to PlayStation right now?
Yeah. It's are you done? Because I'm about to go in right now.
I'm a little bit. Okay. Am I done?
Let's play it. No, yeah, give me.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I went on a little rant. Look, it's your turn. Right now.
No. So I couldn't agree with you more. Like it's so like, dude, talk about what and I'm gonna call him Don Matrick 2.0. Yeah, Jim crying over here because like all he's doing is fucking crying about fucking all this bullshit that's happening. Like. Xbox has its Game Pass. Where the fuck is PlayStation? You know, let me give people a little understanding where I come from. I am a PlayStation fan. I love PlayStation more than any other console. I do feel like PlayStation has the better exclusive. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Eddie would be hard pressed to argue against you.
Yeah, and it's just like, and to add to your point about the whole, you know, the ups and downs. Even Nintendo, we've seen it. They had the Wii U. What a shit show that was. You know what I'm saying? And now they have the Switch, which is just blowing them out the water. It was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, PlayStation is literally allowing Nintendo to just eat their lunch in the mobile market. And then what is Jim Ryan's answer? Oh yeah, we're pushing for mobile. Oh yeah, like that's the fucking answer. We're pushing for mobile. Are you fucking kidding me? We're pushing for mobile? Like, yeah. Dude, like, you know how I feel about mobile games. Like, I know some people like it. That's okay. But it's just not me, man. I cannot do mobile gaming. I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Granted, if they do something with it that, you know, that has, you know, that just does something different, maybe I'd be open to it. But as of right now, looking at the mobile market, it's shit. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I hate it.
Except for Pokemon Go. I love you, Pokemon Go. Badoof Day, baby. Woo!
Like the game I probably played most on mobile is Mario Run. Like, I thought that was a fun little game. And even that game got shit because it was a full-price game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like mobile games, I feel like, just have that stink of, microtransaction. You know?
Wow, he said it. He said it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, where's PlayStation's Game Pass? Where's their answer to Game Pass?
PlayStation Now. It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, and it's just, so like I said, and then he has just the narrative. It just mixes up. It's just like, oh yeah, well, we're not doing what Xbox is doing because we believe in the future of game. Like this is the answer to backwards compatibility. You know, oh yeah, we just believe in the future of gaming. We believe in newer games and stuff like leading into the future.
Or we believe in generations.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we believe in generations. Like, bro, piss the fuck off, bro. And it's just like, and then you're gonna switch it up. Once you, we can't sell PlayStation because the whole the chip shortage and shit like that. Well, we're not gonna leave 120 million PlayStation owners behind. You did it every fucking generation. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and look, and then I know they're moving towards like a lot of games going to PC, and that's okay. I'm not against that.
Are they moving a lot of games to PC?
That's the thing. I think the next one they said was they're skipping God of War. They're going to there's a rumor that the next game is going to be Ghost of Tsushima. They said Ghost of Tsushima is going to be on PC.
Ghost of Tsushima.
And it's just like, bro, I don't know, man. Like Jim Ryan, look, I'm sure he's a fine businessman. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at him, and you look at the likes of Jack Trent, for example, Jack Trent was so likable. You know what I'm saying? He realized, and then he left during like the height of PlayStation 4. Like he knew when to leave. He's just like, you know what, whatever. I did what I had to do. And holy shit, talk about leaving when you're dropping the mic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shuhei Yoshida, he stepped up. My man had his own chant, shoo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like dude, talk about the most likable people, and then you got this dipshit, Jim fucking crying, like, so night and day. He's got his head so far up his own ass that it's just like, I don't know if he knows what he's doing. Like, it's just like, Does this man play video games? I doubt it. Oh, I don't know.
It's not even that I need him to play video games. I need to understand the video game economy. Like, that people are buying your consoles. People will buy in.
Yeah.
They feel they have an attachment to it.
Right.
The thing is, you're severing that attachment, and you're giving Nintendo, the handheld market, it's Xbox. Xbox and the xCloud is the only thing keeping the beast at bay.
Right.
That's it. Mobile games, come on.
And it's
not gonna work. I want to agree. I'm just here at Liquid. I'm helping you out. I agree with you 100%. I'm reiterating Liquid's point.
It's really not and I'm sure it will work to a point that it won't work to what we're talking about. Like, it's not gonna fucking fix the situation. It's not there. It's not a resolution, obviously, to the mobile market. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're allowing Nintendo to eat your lunch. You're allowing Microsoft to eat your lunch with Game Pass, and it's just like. And then we hear about Kojima now. They're leading into that. They hit apparently a milestone.
Hold on, are we on the Kojima watch?
Yeah, let's get down now to
Kojima
watch. Watch. But yeah, so Kojima, like, it's just like, so they're at a close to signing a deal as far as a game on Xbox. They're saying, or Microsoft Game Pass, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You'd imagine it'd be Game Pass. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? It's first party. It's gonna be. And then you figure, apparently it's going to use what they call cloud gaming or xCloud gaming. Who knows what the hell that is? Now, granted, I'm not a believer in cloud gaming. I'll be honest with you. I'm just not. Just from what I've seen with Nintendo and even PlayStation and Xbox, just like streaming and cloud gaming, I'm just not a believer. However, I think if anybody can do something strange, different, new, and interesting, it's fucking Kojima with cloud gaming. I think he can make something happen. Just the way this man thinks. You know what I'm saying? I think he can make something special. So I think if you want this cloud gaming or whatever the hell you're calling it to be something special, you got the right fucking guy if you signed up Kojima to do it.
I agree with you to a point.
Okay.
I agree that Kojima is gonna help make that killer app.
Right.
That's going to go along with cloud gaming. But I already think cloud gaming in developed parts of the world, and I don't mean developed because of economy, I mean because of internet.
Right.
Because our infrastructure in America sucks.
It really
you get to the middle of the country, internet does not work.
Right.
Not the way it should for this kind of streaming capabilities.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think with Kojima, with the name of Kojima, helps the Japanese market already on the rise for Xbox. And it could openly challenge PlayStation in Japan, which has never happened.
I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit of a stretch. But
is it? Is it?
I do think so. Only because, like, I don't know.
I don't think it is.
Like, how big is Xbox in Japan right now?
Enough where they don't have enough consoles to sell even there either. The numbers they keep showing are going up, which is crazy, Liquid. Which is, don't get me wrong, it's not like they allocated the amount of resources to Japan that they did America.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just took what you were about to say out of your. I feel like I just plucked what you were about to say and say it right back to me. But it's it's just the truth of the situation, and like all fanboys to the side, obviously I'm a fan, but like even because they were never able to do that before, like
right. That's what I'm going by. I'm just going by history myself.
And because the mobile game market exists far more there than anywhere else.
Yeah.
xCloud is booming over there.
I see what you're saying.
These games are being played, like, the numbers are nuts.
That I could believe. See, that makes more sense. Like, going back to the point with Kojima and the xCloud thing, that makes a little more sense with mobile especially. Mobile marketing being so dominant over there in Japan. So yeah, that I could kind of see happening here. But based off of history, I guess that's just where I'm at, where the whole disagreement part.
And on the history, you're 100% right, Liquid. Mm-hmm. If you look through the past for answers, you're 1,000% correct. No, like, honestly, I'm like, yeah, I'm 100% wrong. I just think the narrative is changing right now. Unless PlayStation does something substantial, they are losing ground on... They lost the handheld market because they're not doing anything with the Vita anymore.
Right.
Or making a Vita 2. And... the cloud gaming is gonna, if they come up, what they're gonna do with a God of War mobile app? Oh, whippy! No one wants that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like Diablo when they announced the Diablo mobile app,
right.
and the audience member was like, "Is this a late April Fool's joke?" That's how we're gonna react.
right.
Someone said it to the person who made this game. And the guy was like, "Hey, you don't you have phones?"
Yeah.
No one wants to fucking hear that. I don't want to hear about the new Diablo game and it be a mobile game.
And don't get me wrong, I like obviously, you know, Xbox has tried to reach out in the Japanese market. They tried with what's the Japanese, not Japanese, but the Dragon Ball Z artist, illustrator. I think he's Akira Toriyama. Yeah. Toriyama, right? That's his name.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, they did it with a blue dragon, or at least they tried, and it didn't work out too well. But I think, like you said, thinking about xCloud gaming and just how this whole mobile market is over there, yeah, sure, maybe they might be shaking things up, trying something new. So I can't disagree with that point.
This is where I think the Xbox brand, instead of just being in America and England and like Europe, more Western, becomes more of a global entertainment thing.
Right. I agree.
Because Xbox is not there yet. Yeah. Like, they're gaining traction. It's Phil. The only reason why it's so fresh in my mind because Phil Spencer had an interview and he was talking about how he wants to build up like South America and Japan. And with South America, he's going to go through content creators to build the hype.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he wants to hit local, make it a grassroots thing. He thinks it's the best way to get people in. And I'm like, oh, it's the future, baby.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea, especially when you look at South America. Like, have you seen the consoles? How they sell over there? They're super expensive. So, like, apparently, like Sega Genesis still has a huge. The Genesis has a big, just what am I thinking of? Relevance? Yeah. It's just like over there, so it's just like, who cares? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So Sega Genesis has a big market over there apparently still, just because consoles are so expensive. But yeah, hitting that social media, hitting that the like you said, the streamers or the content creators. Yeah, I think it's a good plan. Great course of action. Where's PlayStation's Phil fucking Spencer? Jim Ryan, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no. Jim Ryan, trash. Kojima is making Metal Gear for Xbox. Confirmed. How about this? Real talk though, Liquid. I think this is how you get Metal Gear to happen. It makes money. Microsoft goes to Konami. Konami's like, we're not selling shit. It was like, okay, cool, bro. Here's a lot of money.
Right.
And then like, we've changed. We're not gonna give it to you, but we'll give you the thing to like. We'll give you the license to borrow. And like, cool. And then they just hand it off to Kojima.
That's a great point. Great point.
How would you feel about a new Metal Gear on Xbox?
I don't give a shit as long as I get to play Metal Gear. If it's on Xbox, I don't care if that shit's on Switch. I don't give a shit. Like, bro, let me play it. Yeah, I don't give a shit. At this point, I think Game Pass has spoiled me. You know what I'm saying? Because I love Game Pass. Like I said earlier, I love the exclusives from PlayStation. But Game Pass has spoiled me to the point that I don't give a shit where I play. Whether that be PC. Granted, the PlayStation exclusives, sure, I'd want them for trophies. That's fine and all. But like yesterday, I started Bug Fables on it's a game I always wanted to play on.
So you playing that yesterday?
Yeah, it was a game I wanted to play on Switch. And I started playing on Game Pass. Why? Because it's included. Because I'm already paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I fucking play it there?
It's free on Game Pass.
Yeah, free on Game Pass for just a minimum charge of $9.99 per month. We don't talk about that? Oh, man. But that's all I got to say about this. I got nothing else.
Yep. I feel like we could talk a whole show about how PlayStation's fucking up. And it sucks. Because they're doing so many good things over there. Yeah. I'm like... Anyway,
I like how we started from. Still have another. They acquired Housemarque, Blue Point, possibly. Fuck them right. Like, bro, it was just like, oh.
Sorry, dude. You know what it is? I think we didn't know we had that in us,
bro. No, I've been honestly after I was writing some show notes. Here goes some show notes for anybody who doesn't. Ooh. And I was just like, as I was writing, I'm just like, like I'm just like, the ink is just starting to like spread more on my paper.
You're just stabbing into the book.
I'm just getting pissed. I'm just like, this Jim Ryan. Like I just hear his name and I cringe. My God.
Jim Ryan. Oh man.
Back onto still PlayStation news, but a little more lighter.
Yeah, a little lighter. Back on the news, you know. Now your boy went maximum hype.
Right.
But Ghost of Tsushima, Liquid, give me the deets.
All right. So Ghost of Tsushima, we understand that it's getting a director's cut, and it's so funny that I mentioned that because I totally didn't even write the date that it's coming out. But I'll get into. I have all kinds of shit except for the date that it comes out. But anyways, I'll get into that. Yeah, so they announced it. Well, good.
I want to ask a quick question off topic.
Please.
Well, not off topic completely because it goes into the Kojima thing we're talking about to now. How do you feel about these things being called director's cuts?
So, like, I felt like when Kojima did it, like with Death Stranding, I was okay with it because I'm like, he's a movie buff. He's like, he's a movie nerd, so I'm just like, whatever. You know, that's just him, in my opinion. Yeah. But now that I see Ghost of Tsushima doing it, I'm like, wait, is this something that they're just doing in the industry? And then it makes me wonder, maybe is it a Sony thing? Are we gonna see more Sony properties do this? Because they're trying to like, you could see that they're trying to like break the wall between video games and movies. You know what
Sony is for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
The studio.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, so maybe they are. Yeah, they're gonna call it a director's cut because they're trying to break that wall. Maybe it is them. I thought it was just a Kojima thing, but I guess I could be wrong.
Yeah, I just think it's a little weird that it's called a director's cut with Kojima when it's about a studio that he made and a game he had 100% control over. Usually, director cut is made for a property the director things had to get cut out for.
Right.
So, anyway, back to the deets.
You see, yeah, back to the details there. By the way, I forgot, now that I'm looking closer at my notes, it actually comes out August 20th. I didn't look it up on my phone just now. But anyways, yeah, so Ghost of Tsushima, they're getting a director's cut. Now, I'm excited for this. I knew about this director's cut. I didn't know what I was gonna get from this director's cut, and I'm so happy that like what they've said here. So it's just more content. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about just like some horde mode or anything like that. I'm talking about like story content, which is great, and it's included if you already bought the game, which is fantastic. So director's cut, you're going to Iki Island, IKI, all right, and real island, also off the coast of Tsushima Island. You know what I'm saying? Up in that same time period. So for any history buffs out there, legitimate. And it's about Jin, your same main character. He travels to the island. He's investigating a rumor of a more Mongol presence in that island now. So he's trying to get into there, trying to get that Mongol ass out of there. You know, and
he's like, yo, there better not be one motherfucking Mongol. Like, I
swear to God, if I see a Mongol over there.
I'm tired of these motherfucking Mongols on this motherfucking island.
Right, exactly. But yeah, so that's the story base of it. What kind of content are we going to get? Well, we're going to get more armor, more horse armor, obviously more missions. You're going to get more techniques, which in my opinion is one of the better parts of the game. Just getting the cool techniques to make you feel more like those samurai movies. It's so funny because I remember playing Ghost of Tsushima and I was just like, I like it. I remember everything I would complain about it, they gave it to me. Like, so it's just like I would play, I'm like, oh, cool, I like this, but it's like, what would make it more like a samurai film is if you did this or if you did that. Like, I remember one in particular was just like, well, I think one of the better things is if I were to, like, cut a dude's head off, it goes flying off, and then blood just starts spewing out. And I'm just like, and I didn't get that, but eventually you get a technique and you can do that. And I'm just like, oh, like when it happened, and it's all in slow motion, and then the head just flies off. I'm just like, whoa, like it just blew my mind. And I'm like, there's another technique where you just like, you know, like he'll just like pose, and all of a sudden he'll hit 3 guys and shit, and all of a sudden he's like back to the same position, and they just all fucking die. Like, oh, it's so cool. Yeah. So we're gonna.
Well, they stole that from Dragon Ball Z.
We're gonna
Trunks totally did it.
Yeah, cause Dragon Ball Z invented it. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get more techniques, which is fantastic. That's my favorite part of the game, the techniques. I love it. And hey, one of the more exciting parts, more trophies. For any trophy hunters out there, yes, I am a trophy hunter. I'm sorry, Chris, you roll your eyes. Well, kiss my ass. All right, I'm a trophy hunter, and I'm not sorry.
I'm a trophy hunter. You're not Nathan Drake. You'll never be Nathan Drake.
I'm a trophy hunter. All right. What was Sir Francis Drake ring? What was it called? From New Beginnings. I forgot the what the words were. But anyways, whatever.
Isn't it Carpe Diem or some shit?
Yeah, the yoga thing. I don't know, dude. Who cares? I'm a poser. So we're gonna get a.
Who cares? I'm a poser. Like, whoa, what are you doing? Call you poser.
PS5 owners, you're gonna get something special. You know what I'm saying? If you own a PS5, apparently there was some complaints about the Japanese lip syncing was an issue. It didn't look authentic. They've got an upgrade for you, so apparently PS5 gets that alongside with haptic feedback and the triggers. You're gonna get some customization options there, so that's pretty nice. I think
I know someone who's a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. I think that's great. I think it's one of the things that sets PlayStation 5 aside from a lot of other consoles, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about it. So I'm all for that. It's gonna have 3D audio enhancements, obviously loading times, 4K 60 frames per second. You get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look prettier.
Real good time.
Right, exactly. That's pretty much it. I know there's Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which is like the multiplayer thing you could play with your friends.
Well, it's like your Destiny, right?
I believe so. I never played it myself.
I heard it's sick.
But I hear nothing but good things about it, so I might have to get into that. And yeah, they're gonna get new content as well, so that's something to look forward to for those who like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything. Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, I know there was a little bit of controversy with the pricing.
Was there?
Yeah, because something to do with like it costing like $20 here, $30. Like it had different price points.
I see.
And I know there was a situation where like, well, PlayStation 5 is getting one thing, PS4 people are getting another thing,
right?
And it was a division of, hey, for those who have the PS5, great, but PS4 is left high and dry.
Right.
That's what I heard, but I vaguely know. I don't know if I'm mixing up the deets.
Well,
I should know, so guys, I'm sorry.
From my understanding, and I could be wrong, is that there's no additional cost, especially I know if you have a PS5, and those enhancements that I talked about, the trigger stuff, the haptic feedback, the 3D audio, the visuals, the lip syncing, that's specific to PS5. That's not PS4. So that could be it. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't really confirm or deny that, to be honest.
Well, it makes me feel bad for a little bit of the PS4 people, because I feel like a lot of PS4 people, if not the majority of them, don't want to be PS4 people. They want to be PS5 folk.
They just can't, because you can't find it.
Yeah, well, they can't make that the flux capacitor that goes inside every single PS5.
That damn microchip called the flux capacitor. You got nailed it.
Bro, it's hard to get those this type of year. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough.
Right.
And you know what I didn't do? Reset the timer.
Oh, that's all good.
Well, is that pretty much everything for this segment, Liquid?
That's pretty much it. So just to give you a little idea, we're about 9 minutes in.
Okay, so we're okay.
And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think it's good. PS5 is they need the content, honestly. Like, and Ghost of Tsushima is such a stellar game, dude. I didn't play it, but I did watch some of it. And watching some good old samurai action, it just goes back to samurais are always gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, no.
It's
I agree. I think one of the coolest features in that game is when you can go into a camp and you can be all sneaky, which is that's technically not the samurai code, but you could just go in there and just call them out. And they'll just come at you, and then you just as long as you can get your parry time right, you could just go slice through them. Oh, it's so sick! That's one of the coolest things they put in that game. I'm just it's not even a big change. I'm anybody could have done this, but the fact that it's in a samurai-based game, you're just you appreciate it a little bit more. And go ahead.
Oh, I just just agreeing further to that point. I think that's this is where where you have. You as a character feel empowered when you're I want the biggest dude in the yard.
Yes.
I want it. Come and get it. And it just then he's and you're oh dude, you're about to
right.
dead.
But and I'll be honest with you, there's a few times where I got my shit pushed in, and I'm like, man, I was not ready for that smoke. Was not. But to add into what you were saying about as far as the PS5 owners needing the content, I agree. But like you said, it kind of, it's another thing where it's just like, it's cool that PS5 owners get the content, but then it's bad because you're leaving the PS4 owners behind, and now they feel like they're being left out. So it's like that. I don't know. It's just such a mixed bag. Again, Sony, figure it out.
Yeah, I can't blame Sony for that one. I just wish there was a little more for the PS4 folk.
Right.
Like I said, it is what it is. It's just the state of gaming that we're currently in.
Right. What a wild time.
But speaking of things we are getting liquid, Kazuya in Smash.
Oh, man. Kazuya and Smash. Another addition to the ever-growing roster that we don't know when it's going to end, except for the next player. The next character.
I was like, liquid? But yeah. Now, I don't think anyone saw Kazuya coming. And it's funny because I get some people were like, Kazuya, like, oh, okay. Like, people were, like, drawn back by it, but yet hyped for it. Yeah. And I was hyped right off the rip. I saw Kazuya, and I was like, Kazuya is in Smash. You got Tekken in Smash. I'm like, you technically now can go Street Fighter Cross Tekken in Smash.
Yeah.
Before the next Tekken game that was supposed to happen
apparently
never
canceled.
got made. No, it was Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Right, Tekken Cross Street Fighter didn't get made. Street Fighter Cross Tekken got made. But yeah, vice versa. They were supposed to get made, and apparently it was canceled.
And I just love Sakurai. That man is so good at putting new characters in this game, like undeservedly. We don't deserve someone this talented, man. Oh my god! Like, he's like, how can I make this character with a whole different fighting mechanic and interject it in Smash? And the thing is, I love his reviews on it because I feel like it's just watching another one of us, another nerd. But he's so excited about his own shit. I'm like, I get it, because when I watch a microtransaction at YouTube.com, I get psyched, and I'm like, I can't imagine like having Smash and be like, hey guys, look at this cool thing I made.
I got you. Yeah, I just all over our own content too.
Yeah.
Just.
But we're not talking about us. Like, like the Smash, I think it's, oh my god, it's like I think Smash Ultimate is becoming a love letter to fighting games.
It has. I'll be honest with you. I never respected Smash as a fighting game. We've talked about it. But yeah,
but not on air, so I can be disappointed in you all over again.
The funny thing is, I think we did talk about it on air, and you said you told everybody to go after me, don't go after you. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh, well, I forgot about that, and fuck Liquid again.
But anyways, like, it's like you said. Sure, I agree. Like, there's so many characters, and then when you look at the details of this, like all his movesets, I'm like, whoa, this is straight out of Tekken. Now, because like you were saying, Sakurai, and I agree, he deserves a ton of credit. But I think we should also credit Bandai Namco, who is also the creators of Tekken, for doing such a great job. So it's just like, well, I would expect them to do a fantastic job because they're making Smash Brothers. They make Tekken. Why wouldn't they make Kazuya badass, you know, and look like his original self? It seems like his moves are pretty freaking, like, just powerful. Like, he throws a kick, you're going flying. And I'm just like, Jesus, like, I'm interested. Like, I don't think I've ever been more, like, I like using Snake. Obviously, Metal Gear fanboy. And,
we are both Snake mains, technically.
Yeah, and Kazuya is, man, he looks cool to play with. I'm not going to lie. He looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Looks fantastic.
I think with this and Sephiroth, I'm like, oh my god. Like, I don't have a Switch right now, and I'm like, I am missing out. Because they're just putting out bangers. Like, if I bought a Switch strictly for Smash, I feel like it's totally justifiable.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, they just put content, everything. They put, like, the tracks, and people sleep on Tekken's music. Tekken's music is fire, okay?
Really?
If you ever... Bro, give it a listen.
I'm gonna have to.
And you're like, oh, I forgot. This slaps. And you're like, all right. Tekken movie, music, don't sleep on it. And then they have Kazuya and the devil thing. And it's funny because Sakurai was like, oh, it goes into the lore of Smash. And people are like, what storyline is happening in Smash Bros. that I don't know about? You like Sakurai has a whole storyline that's happening. It's like but nobody else knows.
It's in his head. He got the story.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Like until Smash Ultimate, I never played a Smash game, so like let me not make fun of Liquid too much. But then when I did, when it finally got its hooks in me, me, Andres, Ivan, and Lewis, bro, we were playing for like 5 hours straight in a row.
Wow.
Free for all, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Now I know what you're thinking, Liquid. Oh, Chris, you must have played with a bunch of characters. Nah, Snake, the whole 5 hours.
Nice.
You know what? And then you're like, oh, were you the only one? No. Ivan, he played Isabel the whole time. And Andreas and Lewis are getting mad at us, like, play with someone else. And me and Ivan are like, nah.
Fuck that. No, I
like, he thought it was funny to murk people with Isabel, and I thought it was funny to throw grenades at people and C4 them.
There you go. Yeah, like, I agree. I played Smash Brothers Brawl because that's what had Snake in it. And, like, that's the one I played probably the majority of the time. Well, actually, no, I dabbled in a Smash Brothers 4, which was Smash Brothers 4 Wii U and Smash Brothers 4 3DS. And it's like, I used to use Greninja for that one. And, the game was good. But, yeah, this one, Ultimate, like you said, if you got to switch just for Ultimate, absolutely. You're not doing it wrong at all. Like, there's a few games you could do that for. But, yeah, Ultimate is definitely up there. You can't go wrong with it. It's got tons of content. It's got the little story mode in it. It's got the Spirit Rush or what is it called, or whatever it's called, Spirit Mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, it's so good. Like, I can't. It's just so fun. I guess is what it boils down to.
It's hard pressed nowadays to buy. Even if you didn't get the DLC and you didn't get all the extra characters, you'd be hard pressed to find a game that has much content in it out of the package.
Right.
Just as is, even without all the extra stuff they've given us throughout, or not given us, sold us.
Right.
But even it's not just a character. That character will come with the outfits for other people. Like, hey, dude, we couldn't get this character, but you could dress up your Mii fighter as this person. You're like, okay, I'll take it.
And they'll come with the spirit challenges too, which is awesome too. Yeah, I love it. I love that.
It's really a bang for your buck, and I wish that Nintendo really carried this principle to literally any other game.
Okay.
But I digress. I feel like right now I'm in shit talking mode, and everyone's
and nobody's safe.
But okay, now me and Liquid, we want to have a little fun with this topic.
Yeah.
Alright, so we say, because we got one more character left.
Right.
Now we're gonna play a game. We're gonna say who we want in Smash, and who we actually gonna be is in Smash. Yes. But let's go with the less fun one first. Who do we think is gonna be the Smash person?
Really, you see, I'm a little flipped. I think.
Me too. Okay, me too.
Okay, let's start with who we want, because I think that's least exciting for me, because I feel like the character that I picked was maybe a little more safe. As far as who I wanted, or who I feel like they are expected to be in there, even though I don't think it's gonna make the cut, but. Like, I expect the last character to be a first-party character. I do. But, let me talk about who I want to be in there first. Okay? So, the character that I want to be in there, I'm leaning towards Crash Bandicoot. Like, I know Crash Bandicoot was originally, associated with PlayStation, but he's everywhere now. He's even on Switch. You could play the Insane Trilogy on Switch. I feel like his character, just the way he looks, fits Smash Brothers perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they could do some interesting stuff. If you could put Steve from Minecraft in Smash Brothers, there's no reason you can't put fucking Crash Bandicoot in there. So I'm gonna lean towards Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot. That's one of my favorite characters growing up. So that's where I'm going. What do you got for me?
Okay. Well,
obviously.
I think we know who I want in Smash, bro. I think it can honestly happen. If you guys are listening to me and didn't see that dramatic, beautiful pause I did, it's obviously Master Chief. It's been the rumor forever. He lives in the rumor mill with Crash, Dante, Sora, and Master Chief. Those four have been talked about the entire Smash.
I feel like Goku's up there too, though.
Who?
Goku. I feel like he's up there.
Oh, Goku is up there, but bro, you're crazy. Even Sakurai's been like, there is only gonna be people in video games. It's not gonna be any anime. Like
God.
that's not happening.
Like
even he's had to shut that room, but like Goku's not happening.
Right.
Goku can't fight everybody.
Yeah.
All right. And so, I honestly think, because there were some hot rumors that Microsoft has been talking to Nintendo, and then talk about with the Game Pass, and think about it, because it could come out in a couple months. What also comes out in a couple months? Halo. It just would work on a marketing level so good for Microsoft and Xbox. They get some of that. They would get some of the splashback from the thing they're not even involved with. Doesn't affect them at all. So they can give, like, some publicity. They gain something because people buying it.
Right.
Like, and then you also have, like, Halo just trying to, like, do the same thing they did for Fortnite, but then put it in Smash and just try to get, like, every facet of gamer into Game Pass, because that's what, like, it just goes on branding for Xbox.
I gotcha.
So that's who I want to. Now, do I think it's gonna happen? It's like a maybe.
Okay, I gotcha. So, yeah.
Now, Liquid, who do you think's gonna be in Smash?
So I'm of the mind that I think it's going to be a first-party character. I think you have to close out with a first-party character. That's just me. Like, I have nothing to go by. This is just in my opinion. I feel like you have to close out with first-party. Now, I hear IGN always talking about Waluigi, and a lot of other people as well talk about Waluigi. Now, that's not who I'm going with, though. I want to throw a little caution to the wind, okay? Here's what I think. I think you build a little hype. Nobody knows about this character or knows much about this character, okay? And I think the person they choose is the person that we don't know in Breath of the Wild 2, the Link with the mechanical arm. I'm thinking, why not? You know what I'm saying? You build some hype.
No. I'm laughing. It's genius.
Right. I think you build some hype. I think people will will be all over it because you're just like, I know nothing about Breath of the Wild 2 right now. Obviously, I'm going to buy this character. I would like them to give you as limited information about this character as possible. Like, just go balls to the wall. Just like show your nuts, Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I think that would be a cool character. It would be technically another, I guess, quote-unquote Link character, a Zelda character, which nobody will be mad at. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could give it another sword, which tends to be the best thing that Smash Bros. Always does. But let's try to avoid that. But yeah, I think you put that mystery character in there just to build some hype, give some more questions, you know what I'm saying, and just have people just more excited for Breath of the Wild 2, whatever the hell the name is going to be called. I think that's where I'm going with this.
I think is genius. I think it's a great idea, and I think that'll never friggin' happen.
Right.
Because Nintendo doesn't like to think ahead like that for some friggin' reason.
Well, I thought, yeah, I would have stopped you at because Nintendo. You don't even have to say the rest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think that's a genius idea, and I wish I would have went first. Because you said the Waluigi, and I think 100% it's Waluigi, baby. Let's go! I think it's going to happen.
Whoa!
The meme's been around since day one, and I think it's going to happen. They're going to close it out. Everybody will cheer. The hardcore people won't get mad. It'll be Waluigi. We'll have fun, and it'll be this zany thing. And then we could all just look back like, oh, look, Waluigi. He got there right before the end, and it'll be this sweet thing. So when Sakurai announces his retirement, everyone will be like, okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
He did it. Thank you.
Nice. I love it.
So, I want it. Do you have any... I really do think it's going to be Waluigi. I think it's going to be like a heartfelt thing with Waluigi, zany. I really do.
I think that would be, I guess, the safer bet. And yeah, I don't think it's too far off. I think it would be Waluigi as well.
Well, Liquid, I really liked your pick, by the way.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
It's funny, even though you not pick someone because you don't know his name,
right?
But that would be really good.
Yeah.
I think it's a genius idea.
I think it's perfect, and I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, come at me, Nintendo. Come talk to me.
They don't even make Crash. Anyway, I'm not here to talk. Like I said, everyone's in the splash zone right now, bro. I just don't want to talk shit.
Watch out! Watch the hands.
All right. Well, before I start giving the hands to Liquid and everybody, just see yet again, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on everything. Don't forget we are streaming on Twitch. Please drop a follow. We're trying to get to 50 followers.
Yeah, so and Chris has been killing it on Twitch. I want to let them know, like, bro. Chris has been just killing it. I can't stress that enough. Like, he's doing such a good job over at Twitch. I wish I could stream as well. It's actually making me jealous that I can't stream. But yeah, Chris is just really just killing it. And so yeah, good job, bro.
Honestly, thank you, because I'm trying, and it's funny. Like, I've been like doing other things and trying to like. I'm trying. I want the stream to get better. I want it to be like another arm of the microtransaction that me and Liquid are building together. And I'm like, this is something I can do, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. But I feel like there is definite room for improvement. Not even like tech and all that. That's gonna come with time. You know, I'm not worried about it. I'm talking about like me. But yeah, just follow us there. Follow us on Patreon. Like in the comment. Like I said. You know, another question, who do you think is going to be in Smash?
Yeah,
who do you think is going to be the final character?
Right.
And I feel like if Josh watches this, he's going to say Sora. And Josh, we all want, like, Sora would be okay, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yeah, me neither.
Another sword character. Jesus Christ. No more. Hashtag
it's a
no
Keyblade, Chris. Characters. It's a Keyblade. It's not a sword, right?
All right, guys. Well, this has been Microtransaction.